everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am Ryan, the Hot Toys Collector, and today we are checking out a third-party figure, but really excited about this figure. It's the Mercenary, aka Crossbones from Civil War, and very excited. As many people know, Hot Toys teased their figure years ago, back in 2016 at the Comic-Con convention. They never made it. There's been some third parties come out, but they haven't been as nice. This one actually looks really good, and we're going to check this one out. So let's go ahead and get him out of the box and take a look. Okay, so here is the figure out of the box and in the clamshell. And first impressions are, very positive. The head sculpt, maybe not quite Hot Toys quality, but it's really, really well done. We can see kind of that burned style side of his face. And the figure itself is actually really heavy. It's a lot heavier than what you would get out of your normal Hot Toys figures, which is pretty cool. So you get this one, and then underneath we get another clamshell that's got a bunch of weapons in it, little pieces. It's got his vest, got stuff for the knees, arms, everything. So this booklet right here will be your best friend. This kind of tells you how to put him together. So let's go ahead and get all the accessories out and take a look at everything he comes with. Okay, so here are all the accessories you're going to get with this figure. And as you can tell, there are a lot. So I'm just going to try to hit kind of the high notes of all this stuff. So let's take a look at his vest first. So you can see here it's got the nice X across it, just like he's got in the movie. Looks really cool. And this is going to take a lot of time for me to put together, but looking forward to that though. So here is, he only comes with one gun, which I found kind of odd. I figured he'd have 2 or 3, considering as many different clips that he comes with, but he only comes with the one gun. You do get a small grenade, and then for the hands, you take a look here. He's got the knuckle pads here on top. Hands look really good. Nice gloved hand there. That looks really nice. And here is the helmet, which I didn't actually, until I saw him in the final production, the pre-order photos did not have this included. So when I saw this, I was on the fence about it. Then when I saw it at the helmet, I knew I had to get it. And then there's a Velcro strap here. You just push back, and then that'll slide on over the top of his head. So these are the gauntlets that he uses. Now, remember in the film, he uses the gauntlets, punches cap a couple different times. So these are going to be kind of fun to use. You see they got a ball joint in there. There's another joint in there. I think those are actually going to come out. I think that's the spare ones. Yep, those are the spare ones. I was wondering where those were at. So you can see there's a little working piston here. And then when you start to put all this together, you'll use this one for the claw ends. And then you have these here that you use for the grabs for his fist to hold on to. Now the figure itself comes with a couple of hands already on that they're not fist hands, but they are for holding those gauntlets. So it's kind of just a hand like that. You can probably see that in the first part of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and try to put all this stuff on the figure, and then we'll get him in the light box and we will check him out.
2 hours later.
Okay, so we finally got everything on the figure. We got him in the light box. It did take a while. The little clasps and snaps, especially those 2, 3 right there, you see right there, those can be really tricky. My first encounter was with these right here on the gun holster. It became really tricky. The knee pads and shin guards weren't really too bad. The chest here, or the chest piece, the shield chest piece here, not really a big issue. This kind of belt that goes to the back piece, I'll turn him around here. So it goes to that piece right there. Actually, I forgot to strap those 2 in, so I'm gonna have to do that. This was a little tricky. That caused a little bit of issues, but we got it, thankfully. And then you can see here the gauntlets. I'm pretty much sold on the idea of using the gauntlets constantly with him. I don't really know why you wouldn't, because that's kind of the coolest look. You can, there's a gun there. You see there's two flaps right here. I think you were supposed to take the belt off and then loop these in. I couldn't quite get that done, so I just kind of left it the way it is. And we've got some air on the shoulder accessories. Those look pretty cool. And then on this side, those look pretty good. You got a grenade right here. That's where it went. There was a molly pouch that can go right here. I just left it off. I had already had this piece on him when I discovered that's where it was supposed to go. And at that point, it was so tight that I'm like, there's no way. So if I wanted to, I could probably just super glue that on. That's kind of what I did with this thing is strapped in, but these straps, I use a little bit of super glue and then glued them up against that. There's no plans to take this guy apart, so I'm good with that. Same way with these straps right here that go around the gauntlets. That right there is super glued. This one I just kind of tucked in, and you can see there's a flap right there. I just kind of tucked that in, and then I'm like, well, I can just super glue it. So all in all, it's a pretty good figure. I'd give it a 3 out of 5, especially since this is probably the only Crossbones figure we're going to get. I think this is probably the best likeness of him, whether it is with the, zoom in on the helmet here, zoom in with the helmet. You can see there, that looks really good. Helmeted or unhelmeted, whichever way you want to display him. He's got a lot of display options. The articulation is not bad. You can see I've got the gauntlets bent fairly well. The head moves around fairly well. The only bad thing is you can see there is no stand. And for him being a heavy figure, I really wish they would have included a stand. I will probably use one of my Hot Toys stands that I don't have a figure, or I don't use for one of the figures, probably the Mandarin, just because I use the chair for the Mandarin. So I really appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, this is a solid figure, 3 out of 5. I didn't give it a 4 out of 5 because of the tiny clasps and there's no stand. Otherwise, it would have been an easy 4, almost a 5, just because I wanted this figure for so long. When they teased it back at Comic-Con, I was so excited for it. It was going to look great with Cap, and they never did it. So I appreciate y'all watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me over on Instagram. We're going to be doing some pictures over there. I'll be posting a lot of pictures of this guy, him fighting Cap, things like that. So appreciate it, everyone. The Instagram is at the Hot Toys Collector. So follow me over there. Appreciate it. Hope everyone has a great day, and we will see you in the next video.